time. So heading into turn 1, braking up really heavily, and then we're braking really heavily quite deep into this corner. But once we sort of start to align ourselves with this inside curb, we're peeling off the brakes fully by now if we've done it well, and we're starting to get on the power nice and smoothly. Nothing too aggressive, holding sort of consistent. And then smoothly, we're full power now, revving it out in 4th, and then on this curb, heading out of turn 1 now, and then so we send the car in, and we pretty much get to the apex pretty well. We could maybe be a slight bit tighter, but we carry good speed in. We're downshifting to 4th. We're dabbing the brakes, and then we're quickly we're basically back down to 3rd gear now, and we're still trailing in, and now we're trailing out. And I mean, they do actually run in a tiny bit too deep, so I'll play this corner through normally, down to 3rd, and yeah, we missed that first bit by a mile. We get a fantastic launch out the exit, but we shouldn't forgive ourselves too much, because we got this corner okay, and my mistake was not attacking the corner earlier, so I'm being way too patient on the steering input. We turn in here a bit too late, and it means we're pushing the front too hard, and we go a little bit wide. This is a marginal detail, because we still have a relatively... You can then, once you get to well, but you really need to try... I mean, we short shift to 4th to, dull that power. We are... I think we're not filled to 4th gear. And yeah, we got... The key thing that saved us through that section was we managed to get a very, very strong exit, and we carried good speed even if we didn't optimise the line. That is the end of sector 1, 2, 3, 5 split, and now we're heading in, yeah. We tip it, those front tires gently, and we are literally, we're downshifting to 6th, getting the car in early, because you're going down and you're trying to run as literally, and now we're really aggressive on the power now. Now we are full throttle now, and this is when the circuit rises up, so we know the grip's on its way, using for us. So we just we kink to the left, and then you can see we open up the circuit as much as possible on the left hand side. A tiny little bit up, you can see the brake input is very, very small. We're down to 6th. We do actually, but we're getting on the power nice and smooth, back to full throttle about now, as you can see, in 6th gear. And then this is how you're running along this. Well, let's play that section actually through fully, sorry. I keep forgetting to play it all through smoothly, so fully on the power. Right to the left, down to the... Too slow into this right... Well, too wide into that right-hander. Right, so bring the car over to the right-hand side, full throttle. Oh, we're pulling... Probably about 4th again. You can we both play it through normally. We actually take quite a wide approach to it. We don't commit way too early into, albeit that was the best of a middle sector I've ever done in my life, but it's all good. Keeping the... Now, sector... That's what I'm braking right up against. So we're just starting the curb now, and we're braking just a tiny bit past it. So down to 4th, pretty quickly downshifting, and yeah, it's traditional trail braking. And then by the time we're over the curb, we are actually fully off the brake. So holding a consistent steering angle through there, and then we actually turn in pretty. And yeah, it does bounces out a little bit, but braking just after that curb starts, using a lot of curb, and yeah, we nibble that curb on the left hand side, which actually helped position the car, because we sort of rotated it a little bit with that. Yeah, it's not critical to hit this curb. If you are a little bit further over to the right after using that curb, you can almost do the corner a little bit differently, so you miss that initial part of the curb, but then you're running at a tighter trajectory through this part, because we are actually not on the apex of that curb, sit after it here. So getting on the power, full power now, side you can use, yeah, one more corner to negotiate, and so let's play it. It's fingertip stuff, it is really, really, from that curb as we shift to 6th gear, and yeah, that is it. Saving the distance, DRS open, and 2,